both benches has played this moment out in their life through minor hockey, getting to this point, and nothing more special than being the game-winning goal scorer.
You're on the driveway, you're playing Game 7, but then you're going to overtime in Game 7. Here's Nylander trying to slide it through for John Tavares, who has a couple of series-winning Game 7 overtime goals. Up ahead it goes, Nyes, who scored in overtime here in Game 5. Marchand unable to get there for Pasternak. Nyes comes back, trying to shift gears on McAvoy to the net, and that left pad stayed down for Swayman as Nyes tried to end it again. The goal by Nyes was at 2:26 in Game 5. Here's Marchand sweeping in. Big hit by Benoit. Coyle around to the near side, and Carlo's on it. A backhand deep. Charlie Coyle after it again. Benoit stepped up on him. Jake DeBrusk to the line. The goal scorer, Lindholm, put it in front of the net. Loose puck there. And Samsonov will cover.
Boy, some hard hockey going on. You had Kevin talking about Nyes and his ability with his physical presence, just trying to muscle his way in, puts the puck to an area to keep it alive, and McAvoy does a pretty good job of cutting him off. How about this run? Benoit, not worried about the puck, trying to get to Marchand, but Lindholm, the goal scorer, throws another one through traffic, and for a split second, it's sitting there in that inner slot area, and finally able to get the whistle.
Guys, we're talking about Brazeau, who's on the ice with 7 hits in the game, 10 shot attempts for Justin Brazeau. Yarncroke kicks it out. Here's Bertuzzi. Yarncroke, Bertuzzi, and Matthews, and Swayman holds, which will force a face-off in the Boston zone.
That's, I wondering, interesting line combo on that one. I wondered just for the defensive zone positioning. So Yarncroke comes off, and now Nylander, Matthews, and Bertuzzi. Haven't been seeing that. We saw about 3 or 4 times in the second period. Marner, Bertuzzi, Matthews. Now number 88 goes to the left flank.
Well, those 3 did conspire for the goal. Nylander from Matthews and Bertuzzi. And the face-off won by Geekie. Willigren back to get it, tied up there, but trying to fight through it. Matthews looking to help out. There's the shot on goal. The rebound loose in front, and Geekie unable to convert that. Close call.
You see what one lost battle means. Liljegren loses the battle just inside along the wall, and it ends up with a good chance at the net.
Up for Pasternak, tracked by Lyubushkin, who has 10 hits in the game. Lindholm sends it in, and it's Pasternak scores! Series winner for David Pasternak and the Bruins. Montgomery challenged Pasternak to step up, and he does at the most critical time.
Well, he finds himself behind all the defense off of a hard cross-corner dump in. There's been very little open ice in this game. How about this? Hard shot. Morgan Riley unable to get there quickly. Little hesitation for Samsonov. That's a play maybe Samsonov could step out and get his stick in. Lindholm perfectly banked right to the front. Forehand, backhand, just between the skate and post. And Jeremy Swayman at the other end. After the disappointment of last year, the fans have something to cheer about this year.
That was a home ice goal because that carom was well played by Boston, and Jim Montgomery celebrates the Leafs. Gutsy comeback from 3-1 down, falls short here in Game 7.
Well, a lot of great performances in this game. There was just battles all over the ice and mutual respect. Pastrnak challenged by his head coach after Game 6. Kind of fitting for him that he comes up with the biggest goal to move them on to round 2.
Jeremy Swayman with 30 stops, one more than Samsonov on the night. Both teams wanted another crack at the Florida Panthers. It's the Boston Bruins who get it.
You go back 3 games ago and all the chaos around the Leafs after their loss on home ice, and then probably 3 of their best games defensively in any playoff year, and still the end result, there's 4 straight Game 7 losses against these Bruins since 2013.
4 goals against in the last 3 games, and it's still not enough. A lot of talk about how much change there would be when they were down 3-1 and on the verge of elimination. You wonder how much the last 3 games will change, if at all, that narrative in Toronto. Let's go down to ice level. Here's Kyle.
All right, alongside the Bruins captain, Brad Marchand. Brad, another Game 7 against Toronto. You come out on the right side of. How did you do it this time?
Just belief. You know, we believed in our group all year, and that didn't change. You know, Shaddy gave us a hell of a speech last night about how to believe in our group and play for each other, and we did that today.
I know you did not want to think about last year, but man, it seemed harder and harder to ignore as this wore on. How would you describe the relief?
Yeah, it did. I mean, especially with how much it was talked about. But, you know, again, we really tried, not just right now, but all year to stay in the moment, and we did a really good job at that. No matter what happened, they're a hell of a team. We knew they were going to push, and they did. They played a hell of a series, but it's good to stay in the moment there.
Your coach said this morning he was at ease walking in, seeing a big smile on David Pasternak's face. What was your sense of him today?
Yeah, you know, he played a hell of a game today, and all morning he was dialed in. And, you know, from the time we got to the hotel last night, you knew that he was going to have a big game today, and he did. He showed up.
Congratulations. See you in Florida.
Thank you.
Chris.